Hello. Let's crush weight loss before summer and banish those cravings as a woman over 50. Hi, I'm Lori Blue, functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner, and I wanted to bring in how my low carb method is going to help you reach your weight loss goals, crush those weight loss goals, because you're going to banish your cravings with my method so that you could get the results that you're looking for sooner than if you were to struggle alone and try to figure all this out. And so this is kind of a 2-for-1 part process. This is the beginning where I'm going to introduce some of this subject and give you some good empowering information so that you can do this on your own if you want to, but also show you how you can work with me and get the accountability you need to actually get the results you're looking for. Hello, thank you for joining me, and I'm going to just chit chat a little bit here. This is going to get recorded onto YouTube as well as in LinkedIn, so if you're watching from there, there's going to be a little chit chat because I'm very friendly and I do like to talk and kind of wait a little bit for people to come in as I am starting this live. I'm super excited to be here. I've just been working on my email and also chatting with another FDN earlier in the day, which totally excited both of us. And I need to do that more often because there's so much information to exchange, but two working FDN practitioners. It's a lot of nerdy stuff comes out, but we're just super excited about it. So she gave me some ideas that I can talk about and also put a powerful email together today that's going out tomorrow. And I am going to try to remember to put in my belly fat hacks mini course, my belly fat mini course buster, belly fat buster mini course. There you go. There is the name. It's kind of a mouthful, but I do have it in my links. So if you're there before me and you want to go into my links, check that out, sign up for my email, download all that information, get started, because that's the very first step. I tried to have a workshop last month, but people weren't quite ready for it. So I've got it all set up in a PDF for you, and you can just get on my email and download that and start getting your workbook for free, as well as an 1.5-hour recording from a workshop that I put out for my Belly Fat Hacks workshop. And so get all of that started. Those are the very first steps that you need to actually lose the weight, to get your body ready to lose the weight, because part of what is happening inside our bodies is that we actually have to get healthy to lose weight, because if you have underlying conditions in your body that haven't been met, you might not be able to lose the weight, and you need to address those things first. And that's how FDN really shines, and how, as an FDN practitioner and a low carb weight loss expert who's been through the fire and come out the other side and down 100 pounds, I've got the lived experience that's going to give you the experience that you want and need to crush weight loss before summer. But you know, it starts with banishing those cravings, because if you can't banish the cravings and get your appetite under control, you might not be able to succeed. So a lot of people might feel that a low carb diet doesn't work for them and that they've tried it and then didn't succeed. But you don't want to go into this thinking that you can have cheat days, because guess what happens when you have a cheat day? You actually re-addict yourself back to the food that you just got off of. So sugar and wheat are an addictive food source, and they will raise your appetite. And so next week, I'm going to go into my workshop. So it's going to be on Zoom, and I'm going to put some links out there so that you can join me on Zoom from my own home, and we are going to go over a workshop and talk more about busting those cravings, banishing the cravings, and looking at it from the hormonal level, because it is a hormonal process. This is not Weight loss is not a calories in and calories out approach per se. Sure, you could starve yourself and you're going to lose some weight, and you might be able to out cardio yourself, but you can get exhausted trying to do that. And when you out cardio yourself and lower your calories, what you end up doing is raising your cortisol levels and actually causing you to store the food that you eat right after you work out. You store that as fat, and you're just the same as you were before. You might not lose any weight. And I have heard of people going over 300 days of actually trying to just eat a vegetarian diet and out exercise what they were doing and didn't lose a pound. So everybody's going to be different hormonally as to how well that could work for you. If you don't have any underlying conditions, it might work. but you could always try it. And if you're younger, you probably work, because when we're younger, our body works better hormonally. But as we get older and our insulin levels are slower and we have huge amounts of insulin resistance and leptin sensitivity, then we can't lose weight so readily. So what do? And you want to think about, why now? Why do you want to start now? And from a 1 to a 10, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the lowest and 10 the highest, where are you on that scale as to getting the results that you want to have? Where are you from a 1 to a 10 on wanting to get the results that you want to have? So if you're a 10, pay attention and join up for my workshop next week, because I'm going to give you all the lowdown on what you need to do to reverse your cravings and to start that weight loss and get your hormones under control. Today is just going to be a prelude to that. And I'm hoping to get you excited so that you come as well. But I'm also here to serve you. So like I said, I've got a powerful email coming out tomorrow that I've been working on. And I had to get into it twice, because this is what happened. I was working through ConvertKit, and it doesn't have a, like on Word doc, if you make a mistake, you can hit the reverse and it'll come all back. Well, it doesn't work like that on ConvertKit. So I don't know. I did it last night, and I did it again today with something that I was posting, and I delete everything. So I did that yesterday and I did that today, and it's like, okay, then all of a sudden it's deleted out of my head. So this is how busy my brain is. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, so it was going so well. And so I had to recreate it and get back into the groove and get it all out again. So I got it done, and I just need to fine tune it and then send it out. But I'm so excited to put that out there, because you know what? This is my health adventure lifestyle that I am portraying for you and leading you into. And as a business owner and entrepreneur, this is my pain to purpose to passion process, that I am living my lifestyle to help serve other women, especially women over 50, to get the lifestyle that they want, so that they can turn off the pain of inflammation, stay upright, have upright health into their 90s, and have longevity and stay active and live life as a health adventure. But you know, it's also my passion to help women in their 30s, just like Janina, who joined us on this call today. Hi, Janina. Because you know what? That was me back then. I lost out in my 30s and 40s because I was obese, and I had depression, asthma, PCOS, and all that stuff. And basically, I was estrogen dominant, and I didn't know. They just told me I had PCOS, so I had a little bit of infertility. And I didn't know why I was tired. And I didn't know why I had allergies. I didn't know why I was hacking up mucus all the time with bronchitis and sinusitis. I just knew I had asthma, and they told me I needed to be on an inhaler. I didn't know about that at the time. But that's what was happening. And so it's my passion to help women at that age too, because I don't want you to get stuck there. I don't want you to be stuck anywhere. And you don't have to put up with PCOS and estrogen dominance. We can fix that. And guess what fixes that? Guess what fixes all of that? My low carb method, my holistic low carb method, because I don't just put you on dirty keto. I put you on a healthy low carb diet. And if you look at it, this is a whole foods ancestral diet. It is also an anti-inflammatory diet, because this is how we're supposed to eat. Now, if you take kibble away from animals and you give them their natural diet, they will thrive and have glowing skin and good hair, because they're eating the diet that's right for their body. So when we do that, we can have that health too. So we got to look at ourselves like dogs. You're going to feed yourself kibble? No. Why would you eat kibble? Well, that's what cereal is. So if you're eating cereal, then you're giving yourself kibble, and you're lowering the health of your vitality and your body, and damaging the beauty that you can have. Because I didn't know about it at the time, but we don't just have visceral fat around the belly. We get it around our neck and around our chest and around our heart. And that when you follow an anti-inflammatory, ancestral-based diet, a low-carb diet that's giving you the nutrition you need, you actually can reduce the visceral fat around your heart, around your belly, and get it off your neck so you can feel beautiful. I heard somebody say, one of the doctors I follow, and he focuses on visceral fat, getting rid of visceral fat. And one of the things he says that especially women over 50, because we become more insulin resistant, that visceral fat ends up around our neck, and we feel and look less attractive. I didn't like that, but at the time, I've already reduced the visceral fat around my neck, but I'm like, gosh, that is pretty powerful to think about. that when we can follow a low-carb diet and get rid of the visceral fat, we just look more attractive. We look more and feel more beautiful in our body. And so part of my whole process that I am doing is creating an anti-inflammatory, aging beautifully and adventurously lifestyle that you can follow, which is my low-carb method, so that you could get healthy to lose the weight naturally. Because part of the problem that we have is that we are not healthy to lose the weight. And what does that even mean? And so I was just chatting with the FDN practitioner about that because it was so fascinating how it came up. And one of the reasons why I've become an FDN is because as a health coach, I couldn't help enough people. As an FDN, I could run 6 diagnostic labs, find your hidden healing opportunities and your weight loss blocks, and help you get healthy to lose the weight naturally. And so that's what I love about my holistic low-carb method. What you get to do is banish your cravings, turn off your appetite, satiate your body with the right nutrients so you can crush weight loss. And you can do this before summer. So that is super exciting to me because it's not about calories in, calories out. It's about stopping the cravings so you can get clarity on what's happening in your body so that you could stop the appetite. This is what you do. You bring in more protein, 30 grams of protein at each meal minimally, 30 to 50 grams of protein, so you can turn off your appetite and feel satiated. And when you bring in a little extra fat, you turn off the cravings. So I started with bulletproof coffee because it helped me turn my brain back on to banish cravings. It did all of that in a matter of a month. I was able to bring in the good fat, pull up the proteins, ditch the wheat and sugar, turn my brain back on, correct my eyesight, and get excited about life again. But you know what that did? What that did was crushed my cravings. It banished those cravings so I could focus on weight loss, and that was 20 pounds of weight loss in 1 month. 1 month. How would you like to do that? And so that's why I'm also having that workshop next week. It's going to be on Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, because Sunday I need to prep, and Saturday I'm going for a hike, and so I needed that extra prep day. So instead of doing Sunday, I'm going to do a Monday. So I hope you guys can still come. I know it can be hard when we're working and we need to come home, but listen on your phone. If nothing else, you can try to dial in and listen on your phone so that you can catch it if you're driving while you're coming home and listening. So one of the things that I got my notes in front of me, guys, and I like to color code them, see, so I can kind of keep track, because that way I don't ramble so much. So you want weight loss, but why now? And are you a 10? If you really want it, come to my workshop, get more information. I'm here to help you. I'm here to serve you. This is my passion. And you know what? I'm so excited that I have this information that I can give to you so that you could get the results that I got. And these are proven outcomes because I have clients that are losing weight. And I am so excited that this works because there's something happening outside in the medical world that you probably heard about. It is the Ozempic, which has side effects, huge side effects. This is like Russian roulette on your health. Not only is it expensive, did you know you'll have to do it for your whole lifetime, or you will actually regain all the weight that you do lose while you're on it, and then that the weight you lose is half your muscle mass and bone mass? It may not be half, it could be a portion, but they do say that it's a good 50% of your muscle and bone mass. That's tragic. And I just heard of a prospective client that I was working with. She's on Ozempic, and in 2 months she's going to lose 6 pounds. So what do they want to do is double the Ozempic. That's just outrageous to me. I don't think anybody should have to put up with that. You should have information to make a good decision. Did you know that a low-carb diet can give you those results without side effects? And all you got to do is shift what you're doing to get the health benefits that you want to have. And that's how having a guide and a practitioner who's been there, done that, and knows how to get you those results. That's why you want to work with somebody like me who could get you those results. But if you don't, you want to DIY this, you can do that too, because I'm here to help serve you if you're my follower, as well as working with me as my client. My current client that I just started in January, Not even 2 months into the program, she's down 15 pounds. That's better results than Ozempic with no side effects. And she's learning how to live her lifestyle the way she wants to. Feels amazing, has energy, sleeping again, and is excited about life. You can't get that from a pill. And so I just wanted to bring that up because that was something my FTN friend and I were discussing, because we're starting to find people coming into our clinics and into our virtual worlds who are having side effects and are worried about gaining the weight back, because when you go off, you will gain the weight back. I used to do something called HCG, and it's the pregnancy hormone that they put in a homeopathic bottle. I'm not quite sure how it happens, but I did that and it was amazing weight loss. You ate 500 calories a day. I think you had chicken twice a day. You didn't eat any fat. It was very fat-free for your skin dried up and you got very dry, flaky skin. And it worked amazing to drop the weight. But it's a low-calorie diet and you gain all the weight back. But mostly you gain the fat back and you lose and not the muscle. And so that's part of the problem. When you're on a low-carb keto diet, not only do you get to turn off your appetite and be satiated, feel good and don't feel restricted, because you get to eat food. You're not starving. You get to participate in life. You get to go to restaurants and eat food. You get to eat what you want within specific food ranges and as much as you want, because you want to turn off your appetite. That's how you banish your cravings. When you eat fat and protein, you don't have any cravings left. You actually feel very satiated. You know, you could always finish up a meal with a cookie or a little bit of nuts like I did today, but it works. And you get permanent weight loss without the weight rebound. Now, the only problem is, if you go back to eating the crap, you will get the crap body back. So you always want to remember that. But most of the people who work with me, actually, I think everybody who's worked with me, they don't want to eat the crap again, because I educate, empower, and show you the way how to live a holistic lifestyle adventure, an experience that you don't want to miss, because it is an experience to have a health adventure, to learn what your body needs, to be empowered and educated, to know how to take care of yourself. This is what's so powerful. When we crush weight loss as a woman over 50, when we banish our cravings, we get to take control of our destination, of our health, and of where we want to go with our health and longevity. And so when you're looking at having a low-carb, holistic lifestyle created for you, or something you create for yourself, these are the results. You get to turn off your appetite. You get to banish the cravings, and you get to crush weight loss. And you get to do this by summer. And as a woman over 50, this is how you do it. We just lower insulin levels. The way you lower your insulin levels is to take out the foods that cause your insulin levels to go up. And also, not too much cardio. I was just telling my client, Janina, let's keep the cardio to a minimum, because she's got 5 more pounds to go before she's down 60, and she's got a weight loss. She's got a wedding in May, and she's heading to, and she just took her dress in 2 inches, right, Janina? Woohoo! So I'm so excited. And this is permanent weight loss. She's never going to have to gain it back. You're never going to have to gain it back, Janina, because you know how to keep it off. That's what you've been working towards. So excited for you. These are proven outcomes when you get on a low-carb diet, whether you do it yourself or work with somebody else. When you work with somebody like me, you get the guidance, you get the accountability, and I give you radical accountability. And you get mindset. I give bulletproof mindset. You get huge support from me. And it's a proven outcome. This works to reduce your appetite, help you be satiated, you don't feel restricted, and you get to learn how to manage your health and turn off your disease-causing genes in your body to have the health that you want to have. I have a quote in front of me that I haven't been able to throw away. It's been on this piece of paper, and I want to read it to you right now. It says, "Eating poorly is like buying everything on credit." Isn't that powerful? Have you ever thought about that before? Eating poorly is like buying everything on credit. That is sad. And it's a very powerful thought that when we don't give our body the right nutrition, we are actually not going to get the health we want. And you want to look at your food sources as creating health for your body. So when you go to the store or you buy grass-fed beef when you get pasture-raised eggs, when you buy ghee and healthy butter as opposed to processed food, you're investing in the health of your body for long term, or even in the body, maybe even a baby. You're investing in your health and in a baby if you're going to be making a baby. So you want to look at your food you take and the supplements you use as information to your body, and that's what my low carb method does. It's information to your body to turn off disease-causing genes in your body so that you can actually get to a point where your body is healthy to lose the weight. Because you could start a low-carb diet and maybe something's in the way and you can't lose the weight that you need to lose. Most of the time, if you follow a low-carb diet and you do it strictly, you can lose the weight. Or you might drop 20 pounds and then stall out because there's something in the way. And with FDN, what we try to do with diet, rest, exercise, stress, and supplementation is also look at what's underneath, at the root cause, and what's interfering. Take away the interferences and then bring back the health. Renew your health of your body. That's part of the process. And sometimes it's just as simple as making shifts. Like, what shift do we want to make this week? What action plan do you want to make this week? And so if you want to crush weight loss before summer, especially as a woman over 50, let's get your cravings under control so it can start this week. Write it down on a piece of paper what your goal is and what you want to do. And show up next week, sign up, and come to my Slender Forever workshop on banishing cravings. And we're going to look at the hormonal process, and I'm going to present to you with pictures from Canva as a presentation so that you can really get the clarity that you need to see what's happening inside your body and look at this not just as a diet, because diets always fail. Have you been on a diet? I've been on a diet. Have you succeeded in your diets? And have you maintained weight loss after a diet? Most people have not, especially as we get to be 50, women over 50. We've been on all the diets. We've done the Jenny Craig. We've done the Weight Watchers. We've done the starvation diets. We've done the vegetarian diets. Or you might have even done a paleo diet. But if you don't take out the foods that raise your insulin levels, you're not going to succeed, because this is what happens. We could do a diet, but you're never really satiated. When you're doing a low-carb diet or you're keeping out the protein, you're not satiated. And so you cannot do that long term. It becomes something that is a temporary diet situation. And when your body is back to where it can demand you to eat, you will eat because your insulin levels are turned on. What I train my clients to do is to turn off that sugar switch, flip the sugar switch, turn it off, stop the cravings, get your control back. Because once insulin's turned down, you get to decide what you want to eat. And you have to turn the switch off first, because if the insulin levels are high, you can't control what you're eating. It's as simple as that. I could not until I turned off that sugar switch. I couldn't even have honey, because I even tried back when I was still going through this 10 years ago and trying to do paleo. Honey and fruit and maple syrup was okay. It's paleo. However, I have insulin resistance. And as long as you have insulin resistance, any sugar you add to the fire is going to be stored as body fat. You will not burn it. And so you want to look at your blood vessel as when there is glucose in that blood vessel, you're in a fat storage mode. And so if you don't want to be in a fat storage mode, you need to stop putting glucose into your blood system. So we do not need tons of glucose in our blood system. We made maybe a teaspoon for your brain. That's all you need. Your body is designed to make all the glucose it needs. Carbohydrates are non-essential. They are there mostly as fermented vegetables and fermented fibers to nourish your gut bacteria, to have the right type of gut bacteria. So you'll have fat bacteria and you have skinny bacteria. So this is another way to crush those cravings or banish those cravings. You need to feed the right bacteria. Did you know that? I didn't know it at the time, because when I first lost my 20 pounds, when I started Bulletproof and I started my low-carb diet lifestyle, I lost 20 pounds and then nothing for 3 years. I didn't give up because I had a goal to be beautiful. And I wanted a solution-based lifestyle. I didn't want to have asthma. I didn't want to have allergies. And it felt empowering, I think, to go forward and have this goal, to be able to push through and biohack my body. But, I didn't do it by myself. I had people I followed. That was my accountability. And that's what helped create my mindset, was following the people who had success before me so that I could do what they were doing. And so I'm glad you're following, so that you can be empowered and get the information that you need to do what I did, which was stop the cravings, take back control of your brain and your body by flipping that sugar switch, eating more fat and protein, and ditching the carbs. When you do that, that's how you stop the cravings. And that's how you can lose that first 10 to 20 pounds, depending on what weight you're starting at. But that's your dream, and you can have a dream. You want to feel good about that. You want to feel good in your body, so you want to dream big. You got to dream big. And this is my pain to passion to purpose for you as my followers, to give you this information and to serve you so you can get the results that you're looking for. And if you want implementation, I'm here for that as well. And I'm taking onboarding calls. I call them health adventure strategy calls. And all you got to do is click on that and schedule a link, and I'll let you know how much weight we can lose in the next 6 months together. And so if that's something that you want implementation on to get to collapse the time and get your health going faster, then if you were to do this by yourself, I'm here for you. But in the meanwhile, go back and binge listen to all of my stuff and feel empowered and start making plans and follow and get the results you're looking for. The first thing we need to do is turn off the cravings. When you turn off the cravings, you are going to have more results, because you're going to have better results. Because if you don't turn off your cravings, if you go into this thinking that you can have a cheat day every week, you are going to fail long term, because wheat and sugar is addictive. The hardest part of going towards a low carb diet is getting rid of the wheat and sugar, because they are addictive food sources and they cause hormonal changes in our body. And so that needs to stop. But if you re-addict yourself to these every week, you're making it harder for yourself. You want to stop eating them altogether, because you need to choose. Do you want your dream body? Do you want to be beautiful? Do you want to be slender forever? Do you want to have longevity? Do you want to walk and hike across the Grand Canyon like I did? Do you want to be badass at 60 like me? You can do that too. You have to choose. Health is a choice. But you get to make it, and I'm here to help guide you and let you know that you can be empowered to do all of that, because we can, but we have to choose it. Nobody else is going to do it for you. And yes, it can seem like work initially, but this is what Dr. Amen says. It can be hard to make lifestyle changes, but it's even harder to be sick. And it costs a hell of a lot more money to be sick, to have cancer treatment, to get on Ozempic, and to do all the things that you need to do if you get sick. Now, if you had to save your life, would you come up with the money to save your life? Your life is priceless. My life is priceless. I invest in myself all the time. But listening to me is free. Working with me will be an investment, but it'll be the best investment that you have ever made in your life. Because we'll run 6 diagnostic labs, find your hidden healing opportunities and your weight loss blocks, and put you back together again like Humpty Dumpty. Because that's what I do. I'm going to help guide you back to health again. I don't know what results you're going to get, but I do have a satisfaction guaranteed that if you don't get at least 10, the minimum weight loss, which is about 10 to 20 pounds, I will work with you longer until we can get there. If you're following what I say, like what my client Mary honored me and said, do everything Lori says. That's what she said to her friend when she referred her to my program. Because you know what? She only worked with me for when I had a 3-month program. I don't do a 3-month program anymore because I need more time to help you. So she worked with me for 4 months, did everything I said, ran her 3 labs, followed her food sensitivity test, and got 30 pounds, just like that, because she wanted it. She was invested in herself, and she was ready to be beautiful, and she bought her beautiful back. But you know what she got back? She started riding a horse again because she got hope back. And her smile came back. I see the smile come back on everybody that works with me. And you can get your smile back, your health back on track. You renew yourself. That's what it is. It's priceless. It's all priceless. I am so glad that my pain to purpose, passion is here for you to be serving women over 50, to let you know that this is available to you, because you're not going to get it from your doctor's office or a dietitian's office. You have to actually learn this stuff. I learned it over the last 25 years of reading books, living the diets, and studying it and finding out what I needed to do for my body from a holistic point of view, from food as information to my body to reverse obesity, to reverse my disease process in my body. I didn't have diabetes at the time. I had pre-diabetes, so I reversed pre-diabetes. I reversed all my asthma. I probably shouldn't say the word reverse, so I'm going to stop saying that. I stopped all the symptoms in my body, and I no longer have symptoms of anything. No pain in my body. Some stiffness here and there, but I keep active, and thank you. You can do this too. It's not always going to be easy. You have to change your nervous system. We have to actually regulate our nervous system for change, and we have to change our identity. It can be really hard. When you start to lose weight, all of a sudden you're 15 pounds down and you're like, oh my God, I'm losing weight. Is this real? Am I going to really keep this weight off? Is it going to all come back? Is this who I am? Who I am? Is it okay? Is it safe to be me? Can I actually be a slender person and be safe? Is it safe to be me? Sometimes we get into, when we're overweight, we become more timid, more mousy. We're not as outgoing as we could be. We might suppress our personality. And so it is a nervous system regulation process that I have been going through. It's an incredible change that we have to go through. Now, I'm not doing this by myself. I have mentors because we need it. And I'm thankful for every mentor that I have. And I call them my angels because I don't want to do this by myself. I am building a business, and it is harder than losing the weight that I have had to lose. And I'm still trying to maintain the last 5 pounds because I did lose 100 pounds and I'm keeping 95 pounds off, but I am working to get back that other 5 pounds. But in the meanwhile, my priority is being strong and focusing on quality of food to build my health and have longevity. And somebody asked me if I believed in the carnivore diet. The carnivore diet is a great tool. What the carnivore diet is a elimination diet. You take out all the crap out of your diet and get your body healthy to lose weight. Because sometimes our guts are so screwed up, we need a carnivore diet to reset. And so that's sure, give it a try and see how it goes. And you don't really need to go as deep into a carnivore diet. What you want to do is just turn off your appetite with more protein, but the right amount of protein, 30 to 50 grams every time you sit down to eat, to turn off your appetite. That's what we're doing. We're crushing weight loss before summer by banishing those cravings as a woman over 50. And you want to get excited about it because this is your dream body. This is your Cinderella body. I got my Cinderella body back. I never even had one. I was overweight as a child. I was never beautiful. And so, oh my God, I'm beautiful at 60. And I am totally amazed to see that happen at 60. I'm not super fit yet. There's more beautiful women out there on Instagram. But I like who I am now. I'm becoming a really strong person. I have come from 225 pounds to 100. I'm 130 pounds now, so keeping that off, it's never going to come back. And I am comfortable with that because a lot of the times when we lose weight, we forget that we can actually keep it off for good because we always rebound on our weight. But you get to keep it all off if you do it the right way, holistically, not with toxins, but cleaning up your food system, getting the right fats in your diet. So I educate my clients on all the foods that you should eat holistically, what's good for your body and what's bad for your body, and resources continuously as much as you want and as much as you need to get you to the point where your body is healthy and your thyroid is functioning. Because I don't actually test for thyroid. I just put your metabolism back together again. And to support you with the right diet for your body, designed around personalized nutrition, depending on your food sensitivities and what we find in your diagnostic labs. Because when I find your hidden healing information and your weight loss blocks, then we know what direction to go in. Do you have histamine intolerance? Do you have leaky gut? Do you have a parasite? Do you have bacteria? What bacteria do you have? Do you have H. pylori in your stomach? Is your digestive dysfunction messed up? All of those things. I mean, I could go on and on. But that's what I'm here to guide you in. So please DIY your diet and get it under control if you need to. And if that's where you are right now, just take out the crap and start eating a diet that's healthy for your body. so that you can be healthy and feel better and turn off the disease-causing process in your body. You can do this. I remember somebody made this fuss about you can't say the word reverse with the words diabetes. But my brother did it. And it happens all the time. Dr. Jason Fung is a nephrologist in Canada, and that's what he does. That's his specialty. That's his specialty. And so it can happen. It is a choice. But it also is being informed and being empowered and showing you that you could do this and letting you know that you can do this. Because you can. And as women over 50, we're going to stand up for each other and empower each other. And that's what I'm here for. I am so excited to be on this journey, to be guiding you out of subsistence living into your health adventure lifestyle, to live aging beautifully and adventurously so that you can live life your way. You get to choose to do this. And for my journey for my 60s, I just want to be stronger. I want to maintain the weight I lost. And I want to get strong. And so I'm not looking at the scale weight. I'm looking at the non-scale victories of what my health is going to look at. Low visceral fat in my body, no fat around my neck. So that that means that if there's no fat around my neck and my chest, that means there's no fat around my heart. And that means I can get my heart rate variability down or up, and I could get my heart rate down to 44 and 49. Those are pretty cool things. But I only notice those lower numbers when I'm actually not eating that much in the afternoon. That's when my digestion isn't happening at night. I rock that heart rate. I'll tell you that. It's pretty cool. That's what I'm noticing. So just remember that if you're going to get on something like Ozempic, it is an experiment. They are experimenting on you. And it isn't necessary. You can do a holistic low-carb diet and get better results working with me. And I had a client that called me the fat camp. She's like, I want to go to a fat camp. But I'm like, so it's my boot camp that she went to instead. But you know what? 15 pounds down in 2 months is better than Ozempic. No health risk involved except being healthier. Turning your excitement back on and getting better sleep. Because I'm also working with somebody who has some depression, and you know what she told me? She goes, I feel better than I've ever felt my whole life. And she says, there's something happening in my brain. I am actually not triggered. I feel so much better. Because if you read Chris Palmer, Harvard-trained psychiatrist who's been using a low-carb diet in his treatments and for himself over the last 25 years, he's having amazing results with brain health. And his book is called Brain Energy, so go and listen to it. I downloaded it on Audible. It's amazing. It will change your life. And if you need a book, after I post this video, ask me a question and I'll send you a resource because I'm here to help you. We are here as women to empower each other. And you know what? Tag somebody with this video too to see if a friend or a family member, if this will help them. Because not everybody knows this information. You guys are hearing it from me. And if you're following me, you're getting this information. And so sign up. After I post this, I'm going to put the link on here to sign up for my workshop next Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific time so that we can go over more of the hormonal process with leptin and ghrelin, which are your appetite hormones. We want to manage those, get our insulin levels low, discover what the science is, and just be more informed about what you can do to actually banish those cravings, crush weight loss before summer as a woman over 50, turn off that insulin response in your body. No drugs necessary. You could even do this without cardio, and you could do this without supplements. Supplements can be helpful because there's, seriously, there isn't enough nutrients in our soil, and we do need supplementation. But we also need sunlight on our skin. So as soon as these clouds all clear and we get more sunlight, we want to get out there and get some of that sunlight. It's not sunlight that causes cancer in your body. It is sunburn and an immune system that is dysregulated, and it's the bad food system in your body causing oxidation and inflammation in your body. That's the same for cardiovascular risk. If your body isn't healthy, then it's going to be damaged. But you can eat food that is going to give information to your body, and you can flip the sugar switch to actually start being healthy again. So eating poorly is like buying everything on credit. Write that down. That is so empowering to know that we don't have to do that. But we could spend our money on better food so that we could actually put our health on a credit card so that we can do it now, collapse time, and be healthier and not have to give our money to the medical system. That's what I'm doing. Did you know I had no intention of bringing in another mentor to help me with my business? But I needed one, and so I did. And you know what? I needed two, and so I bought two. And this is going to get me to a place in my business where I am more powerful to help you longer, to let you guys, to build this business so that I'm here for you and so that I can make it stronger and get my message out. I'm so excited to do that. And we just need to be with like-minded individuals. Like Napoleon Hill said, you need to be with the people who think like you or who can think with you to empower you to get to the next level, because sometimes you can't think of everything you need to think of. And I have been so many times, I will show up on my mastermind call with my mentor, and he comes up with all this information, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so empowering. Yes, I needed that information. This is so amazing. I'm just so glad that I am able to do what I'm doing. And this has become my passion. And this is merged with my health adventure lifestyle, because my business is that. And it's letting you know that you can create a health adventure for your lifestyle. So go back and listen to my reels and binge listen, because I put my heart and soul into those sounds. The songs that I pick resonate with me and my story, and I put those out there to help encourage and empower you. So go back and listen to them, because they really light my heart up and they light my soul up, and I want them to light yours up as well. I want you to see the light ahead of you inside the tunnel, that you have hope and power to create your dream Cinderella body and get back to beautiful. And you can do all of that. Let me see if I missed anything here. All right. So when you follow a low-carb, holistic low-carb diet, and it's holistic because it's clean and it's giving your body the nutrients it needs, and it takes out the junk, it takes out the toxins. And so then you have a cleaner lifestyle and a cleaner body, so that you don't keep fat on your body. Because if you're bringing toxins in, guess what your body does? It creates fat to store the toxins. So we have to stop the toxic load in our body so we can burn fat better. So we always want to think about that. And let's get your Cinderella body. Let's get you looking beautiful. Let's get you getting that dream, that number, that 10 you are now. That's priceless. You're priceless. And the value of all of this that I'm giving to you is free. But come to my workshop and get more value. And tag a friend, bring a cup of coffee, bring your dinner. You listen and hang out. And when you sign up, send me a question that you would like answered so I can address it personally. So that you get even more support on my workshops. And so part of the process of how I get people healthy to lose the weight is I test, I don't guess. I run 6 diagnostic labs to find your hidden healing opportunities and your weight loss blocks. And then we address that and your metabolic dysfunction and just reset your metabolism. Simple as that. Food is the process. And your gut is very important, because 80% of your immune system is in the gut, and you create your serotonin in your gut. And we need our whole body working like circular, in a circle, so there's no roadblocks. We need it all working together. Your hormones, your gut, your digestion, everything that's coming in from your mouth and going out the backside through the anus, because if it's not moving, then you're reabsorbing toxins, so it needs to be moving. And so if there's constipation, you need to do something about that. And so if you've got constipation or some other issues and you need those addressed, that's something that can always be addressed in my 6-month signature program. So it's not just about weight loss. This is about rebuilding your health, creating that Cinderella body, getting your beautiful back, and living your best life after 50. Now that you have time to spend time on yourself and to spend money on yourself for your self-care, it's time that you looked after yourself and got what you want out of life. Because you could let it slip away, or you can sprint full out and take control of your life and just grab hold of it and build what you want to build with it. You get to choose. You have the control to do all of this. I'm so excited to be here with you. So if you're a 10 and you want this now and you want to crush weight loss before summer, we need to turn off the cravings. So come to my workshop, sign up for that. The link is already in my bio if you don't wait for the link that I'm going to post when I post my video. I think that was what I was going to talk about. Just keep in mind, weight loss is a luxury. Your body has to get healthy to lose weight. But let's dial that in. That's my job. And transformation's my game. I've had weight loss transformation and you can too. I'm not special. I just did it. I did the work. I cried a lot. I cried a lot. You have to change your nervous system. You do have to change who you are, but you know what? You could change yourself for the better. You could be badass. You can be who you want to be. You get to change for better. You get to create your Cinderella body. You get to do that. So, I'll see you next week. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Appreciate you. Bye.